I liked this episode, but for all the wrong reasons. Simply put, my enjoyment is ironic. I thought a barrage of things here were stupid, and I can't help but laugh at how blatant it all is. Take Trenderhoof for example. How his character fits into the story makes sense, but his interactions and motivations reach a point of stupidity. Not quite Simpson Snails level, but still pretty high. Seriously, one of the first things he says when he walks onto the farm is, "You can really feel the authenticity." Therp. He's essentially saying, "It doesn't seem like you're lying to me. This is really a farm." Now, who the fuck says that? Then he says the equally dumb comment, "I have such respect for the work ethic of Earth Ponies." It reminds me of my ridiculous racist Earth Pony equalist joke. Just so laced with ignorance, I feel the MLP staff has to be kidding. Other funny, dumb moments? Trend crushing on AJ all those times. Rarity's rejected because AJ's more appealing. Spike being made fun of because he's never going to get action with Rarity. Rarity just being an idiot. Element of Generosity cares more for her own stuff. And Rarity's country impersonations. Granted, I didn't actually laugh at most of her impersonations in the inauthenticity battle. It just hit a point of being too blatant. The episode was trying too hard at this point, and I only laughed at Rarity's last face. AJ dressed up like this is boring and unattractive. I like my top tier pony with a more classy, down-to-earth getup. Moving away from just laughing at the episode's idiocy, Trend's reasons for liking AJ are pretty awful. Besides liking her for the Earth Pony work ethic, he also says that he likes to take the mundane, simple, and unappreciated and make it relatable. So he sees AJ and maybe even the entire Earth Pony race as mundane, simple, and unappreciated. I can agree on the unappreciated part, but everything else is insulting. Also take into consideration that he probably sees apple farming in a similarly negative light, as he was entranced in Sweet Apple Acres and fell in love with AJ only after seeing her buck an apple tree. His entire love of farming comes more from the idea of it, which is why AJ gets so ticked off. Unlike Rarity though, Trent's love is making him blind to what's actually happening. Rarity can spot that Trent isn't interested in her, but Trent doesn't have a clue that AJ's not buying it. And from AJ's perspective, which is completely right, all his words are dishonest drivel because he doesn't actually have any interest in being a farmer or farming. We can see that from AJ's skeptical statement, "Is that a fact?" She's picking up on the bullshit. AJ also gets annoyed with Rarity not only because her dialogue seems unconvincing, but she knows Rarity and this isn't her. Rarity starts to country get up with the line, "The thought of hauling apples inspired me," which doesn't make any sense. Why would you get a random thought today of hauling apples and then just forget about your whole job, which by the way you just won? If either of them actually gave a shit, they'd help her. Trenderhoof just claps his hooves after each chore, and Rarity doesn't bother to properly help. AJ's annoyance with Rarity increases the more Rarity becomes inauthentic. This is why AJ is the only one out of the main six who shows frustration. She also calls out Rarity's actions for what they are, because in the previous scene she saw Rarity's jealousy about Trend. Plus, doing so is brutally honest, which is AJ's element. Even though Rarity is being stupid about her love, there is a better reason for this crush here. Unlike Blue Blood, Trent is more involved in Rarity's career, because he writes about new trends that pop up, and as a fashionista, Rarity has to keep up with fashion trends and know what's popular so her dresses can sell. She shows this in Castlemania, where she talks about a popularity surge in neoclassical, and again in Rarity Takes Me in Hand, where she'd have to know what was popular to win. Based on the supposed popularity Trent has, I bet he can make more of the equestrian populace aware of certain ponies or places. So, Rarity being madly in love with him might be a desire for greater success, or a result of her respect in his work. Whatever the difference, I bet Trenderhoof can help Rarity's career way more than Blue Blood. So, Rarity losing sight of the festival might be because she's forgotten about her passion due to love, or that she just became too glued to this one thing that could help her career that she forgot about the present things going on. Any other good stuff here would be, I guess, Tabitha's voice acting, the moral, and the festival concept art. Some nitpicks I'd like to mention though, how the fuck does this qualify as small town chic? It looks like one of Rarity's millions of fancy dresses. Also, why did they end it with Rarity saying planning the festival was hard work? We didn't fucking see any of that, so why tell us it existed? It's pointless. And that's it. There really isn't much to talk about with this one. Most of it's self-explanatory, and my liking is mostly superficial, hardly based on any character depth or development. So, later.